Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Damsel in Distress Tarot. This is going to be your October reading for the month ahead. So this is going to be all 12 zodiac signs. I'm going to start with Aries. We're going to end with Capricorn. And I've got a couple of channeled songs. I will timestamp all of the personal signs in the comments below. So I will timestamp each individual sign. So I'm going to start with a couple of channeled songs that were playing in my head while I was recording the weekly messages that are all uploaded already. So the first one is If I Said You Had a Beautiful Body, Would You Hold It Against Me by the Bellamy Brothers. Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain, and You've Got a Way With Me, Shania Twain. And then Kind of Love We Made by Luke Combs. So those might be significant for anybody who views this or for the month of October. All right, so let's see what we have going on for Aries. We're going to start with Aries. Get a couple of shuffles here. What does Aries need to know for the month of October? Aries for October. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs apply to all of these zodiac readings, always unless otherwise specified. All right, so Aries, we're starting with the Hierophant. You could be connecting to a Taurus at this time. This is also something that is bringing you some sort of spiritual growth. So you could be going through some things that are actually causing you to ascend to a higher level this month of October. It's going to help get you out of your head and away from things that are making you a little crazy, honestly. Sleepless nights, overthinking a situation, anxiety, could be worries with your family, things going on that are out of your control. I feel like you're really overthinking the situation and you've got to find a solution. Yeah, a lot of conflict surrounding you as well this month. So whether that's internal or external conflict. King of Swords, you need to use your logic this month. It's going to be your strong suit. You need to think about things in a logical way before you make any rash decisions to go forward. So make sure that you are definitely thinking about things before you just react to things. Seven of Cups, you're going to have a lot to weigh this month. It's going to be really crucial that you make sure that you know exactly what it is you want. It's also going to be really crucial that you listen to your intuition as well as your logic and that you proceed with caution. Remember the saying that everything that glitters is not gold, so don't get swindled by anybody. Ten of Cups, you could be thinking about forever with somebody. We also have the Hierophant, which also symbolizes things like marriage in your future. This could be that you might have met the person that you want to spend forever with, and you might be thinking that you are ready to go forward to a committed relationship, children, marriage, the whole nine yards. There could be some sort of communication exchange that helps you overcome this Nine of Swords overthinking energy. Eight of Swords, you're definitely in your head a lot this month, and that's not going to be the best solution. You don't want to be in your head overthinking things. You only want to be in your head to use your logical thinking mind, not overthinking or overanalyzing. Three of Wands, your ships are coming in, but something has them delayed. I feel like it is all the conflict surrounding this decision, or it's the lack of being able to move forward because you're stuck in a pattern of overthinking. But you are looking towards your future. There will soon be a reason to celebrate with the Three of Cups. So whatever happens, I feel like when you finally stick to a decision and you make that choice, I feel like that's what kind of opens the door for things to go forward. And Queen of Swords, you're eliminating obstacles this month. So this card, she has heads on spikes in the background. It feels like you're not settling anymore. You're finally deciding that what you want is what you're about to go after. So you're going to make logical choices to get there. Some sort of wish fulfillment coming in the month of October. This is usually in divine timing. So it could be a little longer than October, but things are changing. So don't lose hope. Five of Cups. There's lots of deep, heavy emotions with this card, grief, loss, or mourning. It signals that you need to shift your perspective because all is not lost. You still have something to salvage. And Ace of Swords. We have some new opportunity for clarity coming in. I feel like with all this stuff going on this month, there's going to be a lot of things that you aren't going to necessarily know what to take a look at first. So you need to get some clarity. Maybe you need to take a step back from some things and see things in a new direction. But happier days are ahead. So the Sun is all about happiness, marriage, family, the finer things in life and things that you really want. So don't lose hope that it's coming. Things are shifting in the right direction. You first have to get out of your head and stop overthinking. And then you finally have to make a decision on what it is that you really want. That's what we have for Aries for October. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you for October. Wow, we've got some cards flying out already. All right, We start with the Queen of Swords. So this is really important that you're eliminating the obstacles in your life this month. The things or situations that aren't working for you, it's time to cut those away so that you make room for the things in your life that you do want. You might also be struggling a little bit this month with money. This is something telling you that you've got to shift your perspective on how to earn more. You might have to leave a job that's not working for you to try and find a better one, or this is telling you that you need to eliminate the things that are causing you to be in a financial lack this month. King of Swords, you might be connecting to somebody who is a little bit brass and hard to deal with sometimes. They're very logical in the way that they go about things, logical thinkers. They might be somebody that helps you kind of get things balanced out in your life again. And we have a pair here of the Queen and King of Swords. So you could be connecting to an air sign. This might be somebody that helps you along the way. The Star. This is Aquarius energy. It's a wish fulfillment being granted in divine timing. So don't lose hope that things are changing for the better. Queen of Coins. You might have a mentor that you look up to, somebody who you feel like has it all together. They might help give you some ideas on how to get things back on track this month. There's also something you really need to release. It's a lot of backstabbing and betrayal. Could be a situation that things just did not pan out, so it's time to let go of those things. They're not meant to go forward with you. You're looking for a solid, stable foundation on which you can build something this month. It could be a relationship that could lead to marriage for some of you. It's also something that would signal you may have met your other half, your divine counterpart, twin flames, soulmates. It is the 1111 card. All right, Ace of Cups. New love could be coming in for you this month. A lot of overflowing of emotions as well. Could be with the King of Cups. We have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So it could be an air sign or a water sign coming in. Somebody definitely has something to offer. Four of Cups. Somebody could be spying on you from a distance with a little eyeball in the background, but I do feel like this offer is going to kind of come out of left field. You won't see it coming, you won't expect it, but you do need to investigate it. It could be something you're looking for. Knight of Wands, there's some fire sign energy. This is somebody who's really flighty, or they kind of have a lot of things going on, so there's a lot of in and out energy. If that's you, you need to get your energy grounded. It could create a tower moment if you don't. I feel like if you're not getting things back on track this month, you could have a lot of problems going forward. So make sure that if you have a tower moment that you face it, you face your fears, and you take it for what it is. It's meant to change and transform the situation for the better. Two of Swords. You're at some sort of crossroads in the month of October, and you really need to pay attention. What is it that you want out of life right now? Is there something that you can do to eliminate the obstacles to go forward in your life in a positive way? Only you know that. So make sure you remove the blindfold and you look at things at face value and pick a direction. Remember that everything that glitters isn't gold, so you have to look at things very carefully, use your analytical and your logical thinking, and make sure you choose wisely. Not everything is going to be what it appears. So if it's a love situation that you're unsure of, take your time. If it's something to do with your finances, don't rush it and don't spend more than you need to. Be very cautious with what you're doing going forward, and things will get a lot better financially. You could be getting a raise or promotion at work to get you out of this Five of Coins energy of lack. So it definitely is starting to improve. Could be also receiving some unexpected communication, could be an old snail mail letter, any type of communication, but it has to do with your finances improving in the month of October. That's what we have for Sagittarius. Okay, Leos, let's see what we have going on for you in the month of October. What does Leo need to know? Start with the Ace of Pentagrams and the World. So this is telling you that you could have a new opportunity to earn money, but it might take you traveling. So it could be something that you want. You might not want to travel for work, but this is something that would involve relocating as well. It could also be something where you take a lot of business trips, or it could be that you actually travel the world in order to earn a living. So definitely things are changing for the month of October, especially if that isn't currently how your job works. All right, you could also meet somebody in your travels. We have the Ace of Goblets. So this symbolizes that you could be meeting somebody new. You could be meeting somebody who ends up being a long-term commitment, or somebody who really gives you a lot of emotional fulfillment this month, as well as monetary fulfillment. So we have the Nine of Pentagrams signaling that things are improving financially for you. This new job opportunity might start small, but it grows yours over time. And so this is something that you really want to invest in because it could really change your life for the better, a lot better. So if you're trying to build a legacy when it comes to like your family life, your home life, this tells you that things are improving exponentially. So you might be saving for early retirement. You might be investing in things so that you leave a strong legacy behind you when you're no longer here, but you're trying to live a better lifestyle for you and your family. Seven of Goblets. You have lots of choices to weigh in the month of October, and I feel like it's really related to work for a lot of you. It's going to be something that you're going to have to try and put forth effort in order to make a wise decision so that you really go forward this time. It might be a lot of internal or external conflict, especially if it involves travel for your job. This might be really hard to juggle, especially if you have kids at home and maybe you don't have the means to really leave town. It's also something that you're going to have to weigh when it comes to love. There is a choice that needs to be made, especially where this new offer is concerned. This could be somebody that's a soulmate coming in for you, so definitely investigate it. Could also be a wish fulfillment for some of you coming in. Could be the wish that you're trying to actually improve your finances is finally coming, or it could be that you're finally meeting a really good partner for you. You might need some collaborations with others. Maybe you need somebody to help out when you can't be at home because you've got a lot of obligations for this new job, so you're going to have to go forward on that. The Fools. This is a fresh start and a new beginning for you to take a leap of faith. So if you are nervous, that's okay. Just make sure that you get all of the details ironed out before you commit to anything. Know what you're getting involved with before you sign a contract. King of Goblets. There could be a lot going on in your love life as well in October. This is also something that comes out with the World and the Five of Wands. So it could be some conflict surrounding a love relationship. Your partner might not want you to travel without them. We have the Hermit in reverse. So there's something that you need to go within and think about. You need some inner work, some shadow work, or some inner reflection and soul searching. This also tells you that you're not doing that. So you need to pay attention to your intuition this month. It's going to really help you go forward. It's also going to help you cut out obstacles. This is the Ten of Blades. So this is backstabbing, betrayal. Somebody might not want you to be very successful. They might want to sabotage things with you this month. So you need to decide what works for you. And if that's eliminating these people or obstacles in your life, then that's what you might need to do. We have the Four of Wands. So this symbolizes you want a solid, stable foundation on which you can build something that lasts. This is also a sign of commitment. It usually symbolizes things like soulmates and twin flames. And we have the Lovers. So it does feel like you want to go forward in a love situation, but it's like you're unsure of how to do it. Financial struggles, traveling, there's a lot going on for you this month. So you're going to have to really, really decide what it is that you want going forward and make wise decisions. Always listen to your intuition, Leo. All right, Cancer. What do we have going on for Cancer the month of October? We start with the Hermit. There's something you need to go within and you need to do a lot of soul searching. You need some time alone. You need some time to think. Maybe you need to do some shadow work, but you definitely need to retreat from the world this month. There's a heavy burden you've been carrying. A lot of backstabbing and betrayal could be going on around you. These are obstacles that need to go from your life. You need to let go of these things in the month of October. Don't carry it forward. You're losing a lot of sleep over this situation, a lot of sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, overthinking, or overanalyzing. It could be a lot of worry that you're struggling with. It's time to release that. There's going to be some sort of communication coming in. I feel like that really helps kind of level the playing field and gives you some insight on what you need to do going forward. And going forward, you will. You're leaving behind the chaos and the conflict because it doesn't serve you anymore. So you're moving out of chaos into calmer waters in the month of October. You might be relocating, might be moving on from a relationship or a situation that does not serve you. You're definitely at a crossroads and you need to take off the blindfold, see things at face value, face your fears and face reality, and pick a path that will suit you. And in order to do that, I feel like you have to go within and decide what it is you want. Balance is needed in this situation, so dip your toe in the water. I feel like things get a lot calmer and balance starts to get restored when you realize that whatever is backstabbing you or betraying you isn't meant for you, and you finally decide to dip your toe in the water to go forward on a new path. This new path is going to be really successful for you. It looks like a lot of wealth and abundance coming when you were really worried about money. Some opportunity is coming to shift things for the better for you. Judgment is also coming. Could be dealing with courts, contracts, some sort of legal issue that pans out in your favor, or this is karma being dealt across the board, good or bad. So whichever side of it you're on is what you will be receiving. But there will be some sort of communication, and it could be through courts or contracts. Wheel of Fortune, luck is on your side. Fate and destiny have spun the Wheel of Fortune in your favor, and things are starting to shift for the positive instead of the negative. You are leaving all this chaos and conflict behind you, and things will start to improve a whole lot better. The Sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck, and it symbolizes things like marriage and children. So having a lot brighter aspects coming on, it's also something that you need to shift your perspective for the positive. So get out of your negative thoughts and emotions and start to see things better. This is a Tower moment meant to shake things up for you. When you release this heavy burden, I feel like it really is going to be a struggle for you initially, but remember that these things weren't meant for you, so it's meant to clear the field so that something better can take its place. It's meant to restore the balance. Page of Pentacles, you could be dealing with things like maybe you're thinking you want to go back to school. Maybe now's the right time to further your education, but you are moving forward out of the chaos into greener pastures and taking your resources with you. So some new opportunity is coming in. Could also lead to marriage if you're not already married. This is something where things start to improve within a relationship. Maybe you're finally moving past the things that you were struggling with, so you see things in a different light and are able to shift your perspective for the positive. All right, so we do have a marriage could be coming in for some of you guys. 3 cards right here telling me, and Judgment would be courts and contracts, legal matters that you could be dealing with. So some of you may be getting married or thinking about moving forward in a situation in October that could lead to a solid, stable commitment for you. But I feel like you really have to shift your perspective out of the negative and change some things in order to get there. Hope it helps, Leo. And I said Leo, I meant Pisces, or Cancer. I always forget what sign I'm on when I do a bunch of them all at once. Sorry, guys. All right, so now we are on the sign of Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? All right, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for October? King of Cups. So we start with a really solid, stable love offer from a partnership. This is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. They aren't afraid to show their genuine feelings for you, and they will express those on a regular basis. This is somebody who would fight tooth and nail to be with you, protect you, provide for you, and somebody that you can lean on, somebody who really has a lot of emotion. You're at some sort of crossroads this month. You need to decide what it is that you want going forward. Do you want to stay where things don't work, or do you want to try something new? There is a new path that will open up. You are going to have to decide what it is you want to go forward. Queen of Coins. Somebody sees you as having it all together. Somebody might see you as a mentor. Somebody might see you as really independent or self-sufficient, and it might be hard for them to approach you because of that. So you might need to let your guard down with this person. 5 of Cups. Remember, all is not lost. You might be in deep, heavy emotions, grief, loss, or mourning, but this is telling you to shift your perspective. Don't get stuck in those heavy emotions forever. You need to see that there is something to salvage somewhere in your life where things have been really heavy. You need to shift your perspective. Something has your ships coming in delayed. Remember, a delay is not a denial. It means that things aren't ready yet. So while they are working behind the scenes, getting things ready for you to deliver what you want, be patient and work on you. Things are definitely starting to change for the better, but you're going to have to shift your perspective. Where money is concerned, I feel like you're finally starting to get somewhere. Things are starting to balance out. It's taken a lot of hard work to get there, so don't give up that things will start to get improvement. Knave of Cups. This is somebody wanting to express their love and emotions. We have the Knave and the King of Cups. So I feel like this person may be evolving spiritually. They might have been really nervous in order to make their approach. I feel like you intimidate them. And for whatever reason, they lack a little bit of courage to go forward, but they do have an offer to make you, a serious offer. They might see forever with you. They might want to get married to you. This is a choice that needs to be made. They're going to have to decide whether they want to make the approach or whether you do, however it resonates, and you have to decide what it is that you really want. It's Gemini energy, and Cupid's arrow has definitely struck. Somebody is manifesting a new connection this month. It could be you, it could be them. So remember that your thoughts become things, and you need to be focused on positive thinking in order to create positive change. Negative thinking, unfortunately, will attract more negative in your life. So you are the alchemist. You are the creator of your own destiny. Keep your thoughts positive and manifest the life that you want. Nine of Wands. I feel like your guard is super high when it relates to love, and that might be what the delay is in this love situation. This is definitely something you are able to change. You need to learn to trust people again. So obviously don't trust everybody you meet. Not everyone can be trusted. Take your time. Get to know these people and feel them out. And once you realize whether they can be trusted or not, you need to respond accordingly. The Sun. A lot happier days are coming. It could also lead to marriage and children for some of you. It also could be you're connecting to a Leo. Seven of Coins. You feel like throwing in the towel on something because you haven't seen it pay off yet. It could be a love relationship. It could be a work situation. It could be anything that you feel like giving up prematurely. This is telling you time isn't running out and you need some patience. It can take a little while longer before things really come to fruition. Eight of Cups. There's something you need to walk away from this month. It's something not healthy. It could be a relationship that isn't working, but it's definitely something that you have a choice to make when it pertains to love, on whether you want to stay or whether you want to go this month. Four of Wands. Somebody wants a bright future with you. This is the 1111 card. It symbolizes things like twin flames and soulmates, but it's a solid, stable foundation on which to build something that will last. Some of you could be getting engaged or married this month, and I feel like some of you have been manifesting this for a while. Five of Swords. We close out October with feeling really conflicted. So I feel like you still need some inner work to go forward this month, but it's really something important that you do that work. You need to shift your perspective, get out of that state of confusion, and make a solid choice on what it is that you want to do. You might be confused. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of communication. Maybe communication has broken down. Figure out what it is you want so that you can make a choice to go forward. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for the month of October for the sign of Scorpio? We start with the Emperor, the divine masculine. So you might be in your masculine energy, whether you resonate with a masculine or feminine energy, doesn't matter. We embody both, so it's not gender, it is energy that we read through tarot. The Emperor symbolizes strategic moves. He also symbolizes that it could be something that he comes and conquers things, whether it's fears, whether it's obstacles. He is very strategic on how he goes about moving forward. So the Emperor is really key for when you want to accomplish things. It's really driven, passionate energy. It's Aries energy. It's the beginning of the cycle. So you might be beginning on something really new to you, and it might take a lot of courage in order to go forward. But remember that the Emperor also symbolizes fatherhood, fertility, as well as protection and provision. So you might be the dominant sign in there. Okay, well, we might have had both. We have the Emperor and the Empress both came out together. So this tells me that you could be creating a life with somebody. You may have met your divine counterpart. This might be your forever person. You might be thinking long-term like marriage. The Empress symbolizes things like maternity, motherhood, pregnancy, fertility, as well as nurturing, empathy, and compassion. So she is the softer side of this union. Together they create life, they create the tarot. So it's really important when the two of them come together that you pay attention to any long-standing relationships or things that could lead forward to marriage. This is usually a very solid, stable relationship. It's also something that has potential to last going forward. King of Goblets. There could be a third party, however, interfering in this situation. This person I usually call my ideal father figure. He's very nurturing and protective, but he's also somebody who isn't afraid to fight for what he wants, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. He knows exactly what he wants, and he intends on going after it. There could be a little bit of a clash. You may have to decide whether you want one or the other out of this union. All right, 9 of Pentagrams. There could be a lot of money and wealth coming in for you this month. Something that you've worked super hard for. You finally get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Hierophant. Somebody wants to get married. This is a spiritual ascension. It's also Taurus energy, so really stubborn and hard-headed. And there are 3 major arcanas on the table. So we definitely have things that it looks like union with somebody is planning on going forward. And with one of them, it will be very lucrative. It will be something really worth it, but you're going to have to decide which one it is. You might be struggling financially in the month of October, but I do feel like that changes. So maybe you're afraid to leave one situation because of money struggles with the other. Maybe the other isn't as well off, and maybe you're worried financially things won't be as good for you. So you're going to have to decide. One thing going on in your life is a very heavy burden, so it's going to be key that you make a decision on letting go of the things that don't work. This is something you've carried a long time, so you're going to need to really focus on releasing the things that don't work for you so that you can make a plan to go forward to something better. It's created a lot of conflicts and chaos around you this month, so you're going to have to think long and hard on what it is you need to eliminate. King of Pentagrams. This is something where you need to focus on your success. What will bring you success? If it's money related things with your job, maybe you have to focus on work right now, practical matters. But focusing on those things will absolutely bring you success, and it could bring you a big payout, or a lot of hard work pays off financially. The Devil, you feel really stuck in a situation in October. I feel like it's related to love. I feel like you really have put yourself in a situation where you just don't know what it is you want. So take a break from your partners and definitely decide what it is that's going to work for you going forward, and release yourself from any toxic cycles, anything that's keeping you feeling stuck or trapped, or anything that's not healthy, addictions, codependency, and things like that. This is telling you that some relationship needs to be left behind. It's not working. It's not going to be able to be fixed, and you know that. So you know what you have to eliminate, and it's really going to be a struggle. They're having me really not be able to get the words out correctly. So it does feel like things are really kind of at a tipping point this month of October, especially when it relates to love and finances. You're going to have to decide. There's been a lot of deception somewhere. It could be in a relationship, could be anywhere in your life. There are snakes around you, so you need to watch your back and be very careful. There is somebody who is not a good person, and they don't want to see you succeed, so they are trying to sabotage you and backstab your success. So you need to eliminate that obstacle. It comes out with the Ten of Wands, so that is a heavy burden that you have to let go of. It's interfering in your family life. It's causing a lot of drama and conflicts, especially between you and a partnership. It's something that's affecting your family life. It could also be affecting your finances. I feel like some of you are actually leaving like a solid, stable relationship because things just do not work anymore. It's time to let go of it. A new offer is coming in for you this month of October. You need to investigate that. It's going to come out of the blue, and it may shock you or surprise you. It might be somebody expressing that they have feelings for you. It's up to you whether you decide to take action on that. But it could lead to a solid, stable foundation on which you can build something that will last. For some of you, you might be leaving a long-term relationship or marriage and getting right into another relationship. That's typically something I don't advise. You need to take some time to heal. But if you're working on yourself, you're working on your healing journey, and an opportunity arises that you just don't want to say no to, that is a choice you must make. That's what we have for your sign this month. All right, Geminis, what do we have for Gemini in the month of October? What's going on for the sign of Gemini? Start with the King of Swords, so air sign energy. This is somebody who's very logical in the way that they think about things, but it's also somebody who can be kind of in a tyrannical state of mind. They demand authority and command respect, so that could be you or somebody around you. It's leaving you in a feeling of deep, heavy emotions, so grief, loss, or mourning. It's really key that you shift your perspective this month, and you know that all is not lost in a situation. There is something to salvage, but you first have to shift your perspective. It could be when it relates to love for you. The Empress has come out in a lot of readings today, so I really feel like a lot of people are getting in touch with not only their softer side, but maybe their nurturing or maternal instincts this month of October. It's going to be something where you're going to need to decide what it is that you want out of life. And for some of you, it could be that you want to go forward with this person when you thought that there was no chance on salvaging the relationship. It could also be discovering that somebody's pregnant. It symbolizes pregnancy, fertility, and motherhood. Three of Swords. There's been a lot of collateral damage in a relationship, I feel like, for some of you. There might have been a lot of heartbreak, backstabbing, betrayal, but something that really left its mark, and maybe that's why you feel like there's no chance in going forward. Something has come to an end, or it needs to come to an abrupt end, and my throat chakra kind of hiccuped there a minute. So this tells me that you need to make the awkward silence. The awkward silence, that's not making sense. What is Spirit telling me? It needs to be final. There's been an awkward silence, and that silence needs to be broken, or the silence needs to become final. If there's no hope in fixing this situation, this relationship, if it's irrevocably broken, then you need to be willing to let it go once and for all and move forward. Yeah, a heavy burden that you need to release this month. It's something that you can't take forward. You've carried this weight for too long and it's become too uncomfortable to bear. Page of Wands, it's flighty energy coming in, so you guys might break up, get back together, break up, get back together. It's telling you it needs to finally stick. It needs to be final. It's not serving you, and something better is trying to come in, but you don't see it. You're not shifting your perspective to even look at it. So someone new could be coming in. I feel like for some of you, it's like a fling or flighty energy, and that's not what you're looking for, so you may turn it down. There's definitely a new opportunity coming. It's a passionate new encounter or new offer. I do feel like for some of you, you're going to have like a fling or a one-night stand. Try not to get involved with those. It's not going to help your healing. But I do feel like for some of you, it could be like a creative project that is also coming in. Get out of your head and get into your heart space. You've overthought this long enough. It's time to let go of the heartbreak and the betrayal finally for good. Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So we do have a pair here. This tells me that you both are really overthinking a situation. You're overanalyzing what to do next, and it's not helping the situation. And sometimes you just need to let go and make a fresh start. Justice will be served in this situation, and karma will be dealt across the board. Could also be dealing with courts, contracts, or legal issues. This sometimes is seen as like a dissolution of marriage or a beginning of a marriage, but we have the Death card and the Ten of Wands, so I feel more like it is leaving a relationship, that things are finally going to be balanced out because you're letting go of what doesn't serve you. Nine of Pentacles, your money's improving this month of October. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Things you've worked super hard for finally start to pan out. And some news is rushing in quickly. It could be when it has to deal with the courts or contracts, or it could be news of a new offer coming in. Ace of Wands symbolizes the creation of something new. So you might be doing a creative project. Things might be starting fresh with a new partner. Whatever it is for you, things are at the beginning stage. Page of Cups, you could have a new love opportunity coming in before October's over. This is something that the person might lack courage, especially if they know you've been in a long-term relationship with someone else and that things were not good. They might be lacking the courage on what it is they need to do in order to go forward, and I feel like they could really be overthinking the approach. Five of Swords, a lot of confusion, a lot of conflict surrounding this decision, but I feel like once they know things are finalized with you and this other person is when they come in to make their approach. The confusion starts to lift. All right, Libras, what do we have going on for Libras for the month of October? All right, we start with the Nine of Cups. You're working really hard towards your abundance so you can sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor this month. A lot of things that are going forward for you, especially when it relates to love and romance. Three of Coins. You're definitely going to need some teamwork to make the dream work. So I feel like you could really be struggling financially right now, and you might need some assistance from others, as well as things in a relationship might start out a little rocky in the month of October. Seven of Swords. That's because there's been a lot of deception or sneaky underhanded behavior surrounding this connection for you. So outside influences or one of the other partners is deceiving themselves or others. Untruths, lies, deception, a lot of things that they're trying to get away with are going to be revealed this month. Six of Cups. You could be reminiscing about the past, a past person, or the way things used to be. You could also be, somebody from the past could be coming back in a situation, and I feel like there was a lot of lies and deception as well in the past, and you don't want to go backwards, you want to go forwards. Three of Wands. Your ships are being delayed, and I feel like this came out upside down, backwards. So this tells me that things are really not what you expected them to be in a relationship right now, as well as other aspects of your life. It could be your finances. There could have been some sort of third-party influence, interference. Doesn't always mean cheating, but we have 2 3s in the first row here. So that's telling me that things are not well because of outside influences. So you need to eliminate those. If those people have been really shady, then you need to cut them out, no matter who they are or what they are. If they can't be trusted, they don't deserve your energy. Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to come in with a new love offer, but they're lacking a little bit of courage. I do feel like they really want to make a go at this, but they don't know how to approach you, and you might intimidate them. So they will gather their courage, but I feel like it's definitely going to take strength. I love this. I wasn't even looking at the card. So this person wants to come rushing in with a love offer, that they want to be chivalrous and they want to offer you the world, but they're lacking a little bit of courage. So they need to gather their strength, their confidence, and their courage in order to make this approach. And that might be where the Three of Coins or the collaborations with others happens. Maybe they're shooting some ideas off of friends in order to decide what to do next. Three of Cups. Better days are ahead. You're going to have a reason to celebrate, especially when you eliminate these obstacles with the Seven of Swords, the lies, the deceit, the deception, the sneaky underhanded behavior. Once that's gone, I feel like things really start to get better. You're manifesting something new, whether it's love or money coming in. I do feel like you're creating the life that you want, or you are trying to. So stay positive, even if you haven't seen it happen yet. Everything comes in divine timing. You have to have some patience and hold the space. But know that your thoughts are creating things this month, so keep it positive and don't go backwards. Definitely go forwards. Ace of Wands. Some new creative project is beginning. This is also an opportunity to chase after dreams or goals. It's the beginning stage of a creative phase in your life, and I feel like that's really going to help your dreams and things that you want to have change for the better come in when you follow these creative talents and you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Ace of Cups. A new love opportunity is definitely trying to come in October. It's something that will leave your cup overflowing with love and emotion. King of Coins. Remember that when it relates to your finances, slow and steady is what's going to win the race. Pentacles move the absolute slowest in the tarot, so it could take months, it could take years for things to really get where you want it to be, but you're willing to do the hard work and you're willing to make the sacrifices in order to actually get there. So this is something where you need to stay focused on your goals and stay plugged in so that you can go forward. Take the courage that you need in order to make these steps, and you will be successful. Page of Swords. Someone could be spying on you from a distance. I feel like this could be friends or family, and it comes out with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. So again, we have to eliminate the obstacles of the meddling or the interference that people are putting in your relationships in order to gain the happiness, in order to go forward. I feel like if you and your partner are on the same path and the same playing field, then I feel like you two can conquer a lot together, but you have to eliminate this interference in your life. Judgment is coming for somebody. Karma is being dealt across the board. This could be courts, contracts, or legal issues that could be also taking place. I feel like you're manifesting a fresh start with someone from your past, as well as you are manifesting a fresh start and a new beginning for karma to kind of wipe the slate clean. You're deciding that you want out of the chaotic cycle. You want out of the pain and the deception that's been going on around you, and that takes courage to leave one thing and start a new chapter. But you might be thinking you want to relocate, or you are leaving where you currently are in order to go into calmer waters, something that suits you better. You're leaving all this other stuff behind you, and there's definitely new opportunities for love, for money, and for starting something new, especially where it relates to your creative talents and abilities in the month of October. So take the opportunity and make that fresh start. Leave what doesn't serve you, the people, places, and things, and start something new. Be willing to try it. All right, Aquarius, my aqua sauce, what do we have going on for you for the month of October? Wow. All right. Well, we start with somebody has a love offer to make you, and they might be deciding that now is the time to act. They want forever with you. They're thinking long-term marriage and commitment. It's part of your spiritual ascension. You could also be connecting to a water sign or a Taurus in the month of October. Somebody definitely has some strong feelings and emotions, and somebody is coming forward, but they're lacking a little courage right now. So they may be kind of hesitating the initial approach. They want forever. They also want to build with you. This is something that could really lead to a lot of financial success, or you're building a legacy with this person. It could be some sort of financial endeavor as well that really pays off. Four of Cups, we have a new love opportunity coming out of the blue, something you won't see coming, but they have been watching for a while and they're intending on making an approach. It's definitely something that you should investigate. They see you as very independent. You might be wealthy all on your own, or you might be somebody who's an entrepreneur who stands on your own 2 feet and is very determined and independent, so they feel like you might not need them. So it might give them a little hesitation on how to approach you, how to make things go forward, because they see you as having it all. So what do they have to offer you? I feel like they're lacking courage right now. 3 of Wands, your ships are coming in, but something has them delayed. It's the lack of courage on their part. It will come with time. I feel like they're just kind of testing the waters right now, so they may make an offer and see if you bite, so to speak. The Hanged Man, you could be having some sort of epiphany or aha moment. It could be this other person deciding when to act on this. Whatever it is that's holding you back, you need to see things in a different light and realize that even if they say no, that's not the worst that could happen. I don't feel like this person will say no, however. All right, we have forward movement with the Chariot. It could be connecting to a Cancer. This is also something that signals you might be trying to change things. You're going forward instead of feeling stuck. We go from feeling very stuck with the Hanged Man to a lot of forward movement and quick movement forward. So I feel like once this person gathers their courage in order to make their offer, that things really start to shift and gain momentum this month, especially when it relates to your finances. Could be having a lot of good news coming in quickly when it relates to maybe investments or some sort of payout that you've been waiting on. Justice goes in your favor, so you could definitely be dealing with courts or contracts, legal issues, anything that you are kind of waiting on a decision to be made, or karma is clearing the slate so that you can start fresh with a new opportunity. Know that justice will be served and karma will be dealt, good or bad, across the board. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. This is somebody really determined to get what she wants, and she uses her powers of seduction to get exactly the attention and the things that she wants. She knows what she's doing. She could also be with the Queen of Coins. So this is somebody who really is like mastered the balance of getting exactly what they want out of life. 7 of Coins. This is something that you're thinking of throwing the towel in prematurely. You need to wait. You need to pause, hit that pause button, and know that if something is delayed, it's for a reason. It's because Spirit is trying to coordinate things to give you something better than what it is that you can even imagine. So if it's taking a while, have some patience and don't rush the process. Sometimes it takes time, especially if they're delivering a divine counterpart. The Emperor symbolizes strategic moves, strategy, skill. It's a lot of thinking and logic. Think if you were going into battle with somebody, you want to have strategic, you want to have strategy, you want to have a plan laid out so you know what your course of action is going to be. So if this Knight of Cups is sitting there planning things to come in and sweep you off your feet, he's planning his next move, and that can take some time. So while he gathers his courage and things start to align for you two to come together, I feel like things will definitely start to pick up the pace in October. Knave of Wands. This is somebody who rushes in quickly. I feel like if this has already happened and he's seen you go through heartbreak before, or if he's worried that if he comes on too quick, you're going to turn him down, just remember that things are starting to shift in the right direction. I do feel like you will get some communication. We pretty much have every element on the table, so it could be anybody. Water sign, fire sign, air sign, or an earth sign. So I do think things are going to shift quickly once they finally start to gain momentum, and I do think you're going to have some options to weigh. 9 of Coins and 10 of Coins tells me that your finances are finally getting a lot better. It's going to be able to have you sit back and enjoy what you've worked so hard to enjoy, and I do feel like it's related to some sort of court, contract, or legal issue. Could be some sort of settlement, or like maybe a will or something that has got to go through the courts in order to be finalized, but it will turn out in your favor, so it's good news and definitely a reason to celebrate. Whew, they're giving me a lot of emotions. This has been a long time coming for a lot of you, and I feel like it's just you're gonna overflow with emotion this month. Things that you've waited a really long time for, you're finally going to get a sense of relief and like, oh my God, finally. So that is a really good thing. So for my Aquariuses, definitely a good month is coming for you in October. One more thing, Aquarius, they're saying it's going to be tears of joy. So get excited. October is going to be awesome for you. All right, Virgo, what do we have? Wow, going on for Virgo. Where's the flipper at? I just saw it. There it is. Virgos, what do we have going on for you? You've been dealing with a lot lately, Virgo, and so I'm sending you an energetic hug. This has been a really heavy burden that's weighed on you for quite some time. Somebody has backstabbed you, betrayed you, a heartbroken situation. This is something that you are trying your best to overcome, but I feel like I'm seeing in my head that the knives just keep coming. They're coming through like arrows, and I feel like it just keeps piercing your heart over and over again. That you've tried to make amends, you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to go forward, and that the slander or the backstabbing and the betrayal just keeps happening. And you need to release this stuff or these people that keep doing this to you because it's not serving your higher purpose. It's time for you to take a leap of faith and do what you know is best and walk away from this situation in order to start fresh in a new direction. So whether that's taking a leap of faith in leaving a work situation, a relationship, or a situation that has not worked for you and has only left you defeated and heartbroken, it's time to release and walk into something that's better. Justice is being served in your favor, and karma is coming for the people who have harmed you in any way. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're morally following your moral compass and you are taking steps to better yourself, you have nothing to worry about. Know that karma will be served. Justice may also get involved, so you could be dealing with courts, contracts, or legal issues. And I do feel like some of these people may even wind up on the not so nice side of the justice system. Queen of Goblets, you need to get in touch with your mother figure, your maternal side, or you need to love yourself more. Nurture yourself. What you would give out to others, you need to also give to yourself. It's going to be really key for you healing that heartbreaking situation. The Hierophant, know that all of these things were not for nothing. Definitely feeling a lot of heavy emotions with this. You've been really hurt by these people, and I'm so sorry. This is something that I feel like will get better over time, but it's part of your soul's development. It's your spiritual growth and ascension. This is also something that you could be thinking long-term with somebody. So maybe things didn't work out in the past and you are hesitating taking that leap of faith going forward with someone new. Know that things are changing for the better and you do not have to fear. The new people coming into your life are not the same evil people as the ones that hurt you. Be willing to take your time, but also be willing to take a leap forward. You're manifesting a new beginning, a fresh start, and the life that you really want to live. Don't give up on those things. Keep your thoughts positive. Know that not everybody in the world is out to hurt you, and that there are still good people who will love you, and they will love you the right way. So know that you can manifest the life that you want. Keep your thoughts positive. Remember, your thoughts create things. Eight of Swords, definitely feel like you're overthinking this new situation. I feel like you're wondering whether things will ever get better for you. I think you're feeling like so defeated right now that you don't see a way out, but a way is coming. So be willing to go forward and take that first step. The High Priestess, listen to your intuition. It's never wrong. Listen to your intuition, your higher self, on what it's guiding you. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to, know that things will work out in divine timing exactly like they are meant to, for the better. There is forward movement coming, especially when it relates to maybe relocating, maybe you're purchasing a vehicle, but things are shifting and they are starting to come into balance again, especially emotional balance. All right, Six of Swords. There's going to be some sort of truce or laying down of swords this month of October. I feel like finally there is something that happens, and I have a feeling it has to do with, with a legal issue. So whether the courts, contracts, or police are involved to kind of level the playing field, things finally start to improve. And again, it's part of your ascension process. I do feel like it's been a very stubborn situation that has taken a very long time to finally gain some forward movement, but it is coming. Let's see, Seven of Wands. You hold the upper hand against this opponent. You definitely are able to overcome this situation because you are doing what you're supposed to. You're doing things the right way, and others are starting to see that. So you have a support system. So don't back down to this opponent. Release this opponent. You need to let go of this situation and take that leap forward. You've been overthinking a situation, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. It's time to finally let that shit go. It's not meant to go forward with you. Might also have a new opportunity coming for either starting your own business, changing jobs, a better paying job. But this is something that definitely will help you go forward. So listen to your intuition. I feel like your finances are going to start to finally improve. And especially it could have to do with this legal issue that you've been facing. 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Sorry, I can't count. 3 of Wands is all about your ships coming in. Something has them delayed. I feel like it's because of this court situation or financial situation, but it is going to start to come in. So it might start slow, but it will gain momentum. We have the Chariot, which brings forward movement, and it's a lot quicker than it has been. So things do start to finally take off. If something you've been waiting for to be finished through the courts is taking forever, October might be the month that it finally goes forward. Queen of Bones. Excuse me. Y'all are getting me very choked up in this reading for the month of October. I feel like October is going to be kind of a catalyst for a lot of signs. So get excited. Things are shifting in the right direction. All right, so Queen of Bones, follow your ambitions, chase your dreams and goals, and don't let others stop you. If you need something to go forward, you got to do your part. You've got to put the action behind what it is that you want in order to go forward. But use your skills, use your charm, use all the things in your arsenal in order to be able to create the change in the life you want. Lots of things are changing for you. I feel like you go from being really down in the dumps to a whole lot of fresh opportunities being presented to you. Things finally start to improve in a really heavy situation, and there is forward momentum for change. So please be excited. It will not stay dark and ugly forever. Things are starting to go forward for the positive for you this month. All right, last but not least, my Capricorns. What do we have for the month of October? For Capricorn. Start with the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an issue or a person that is kind of an authority figure or somebody who is a little brash or harsh to deal with. They could be a little tyrannical in nature. They demand authority and respect. And sometimes I feel like Capricorns are butting heads with people like, you know, you haven't earned my respect, so I'm not giving it to you. And you can give me respect if you want respect. So be cautious with that this month. 9 of Cups, you're working towards a lot more stable finances as well as emotional fulfillment. And some sort of wish fulfillment could be coming in, could be some unexpected money could be coming in for you in the month of October as well. Your ships are coming in. Something has them delayed, so be patient with the time that it takes, but you're looking towards your future. Might be thinking of traveling or changing some things as well. Definitely have some sort of wish fulfillment coming through. Don't lose hope that it's coming just because you haven't seen it yet. Remember, divine timing in all things that are worth it, but a wish fulfillment is coming. Somebody could be spying on you from a distance, so be careful what you're posting on your social media. This person, I don't feel like they have ill intent towards you, although that could be the case for some. This is something where you need to shift your perspective and be really cautious when this card comes up. Others might try and sabotage your happiness, so don't tell everybody that you want certain things to happen before they've happened. It's fine if you share things once a goal is reached, but be careful with who you share your good news with. Not everyone wants you to succeed. The Emperor, it's about strategic moves this month. So this symbolizes things like fatherhood, fertility, as well as protection, provision, and strategic moves. It's Aries energy. You could be connecting to a fire sign, but this is somebody who really, I feel like you're thinking a lot about what it is you want for your future in the month of October, and you're figuring out ways to be able to take the steps to get there. It's a juggling act for sure. So find the balance anywhere that you can, whether that's eliminating obstacles, things that stand in your way from where you want to be, finally balancing out your finances, or balancing any aspect that is not working for you. It's going to be key. Justice is coming in your favor. Remember that when justice comes out, it's balancing things. So balancing the scales across the board, whether that's karma being played out, courts, contracts, or legalities coming to a final completion, but something is finally starting to shift. Page of Cups. Somebody might have a love offer for you, but they lack a little bit of courage in order to make that a reality right now. So this is something where you might have to be patient. I feel like this person could be your wish fulfillment, but it may take a little courage for them to express how they really feel. So be cautious with that. You don't want to scare them away. Nine of Pentacles. You're definitely working towards your financial future. You've put in a lot of hard work, time, and effort into whatever it is you do to earn a living, and you will finally get to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor this month of October. A victory is coming, especially after strategic moves, and it might be being really strategic with like maybe a boss or authority figure. Maybe you're negotiating some sort of better pay or contracts. You get recognized for all of your hard work in the month of October, so things do start to improve. Four of Pentacles. You're balancing out your finances this month. I feel like you're finally deciding what you need to let go of so you can stop juggling so that these things can start to improve. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody might see you as having it all together. You might be really solid and stable, and so that makes you a little hard to approach. But this person is patient, so I feel like they're watching you to try and decide when to make the right move, and it will happen at the right time. Knight of Wands. Some forward movement is definitely coming for you this month, especially when it relates to love or romance. This is kind of flighty energy, or it comes in very quick. Sometimes it fizzles out just as quick. So if you aren't interested in a fling or a short-term relationship, then let these people know, look, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm after. What I want is something more. Page of Wands. So we have the Knight and the Page. Could be a little bit of immature energy. Maybe you're not ready quite yet to settle down, or they're not. So be cautious with that. It's definitely flighty energy. It comes in very quickly, so it might overwhelm you with emotions. Just don't let your guard down until you know it's safe. I do feel like things start to improve. Definitely some finances get leveled out in the month of October. That seems to be the biggest thing, that finances are definitely getting back on track, but there is definitely the potential for a new love opportunity coming in October. So use your best discernment and be cautious. You don't want a one-night stand. You want something that will last. Hope it helps. That's what I have for your monthly messages. All right, guys, so that wraps up our monthly zodiac readings for the month of October. So a few short announcements. I'm restructuring the channel to where it's going to work a little bit better for me. So I'm going to be posting your week ahead spreads on Mondays for all 12 zodiac signs. Those will be in the shorts category, so a little 1-minute reading for your week ahead. I'm going to post the rest of your readings on Fridays. So we're going to do your love messages, your your weekend readings, and your shadow work on Fridays. I'm gonna try and put them, all the love readings are gonna start to be in one video so that they will be time stamped, excuse me, and I have hiccups, that you can skip ahead to what one you want to watch, or you can sit through and watch the whole thing, up to you. And then we're going to do shadow work as one video, and we're going to do your weekend messages as element readings. So I'm going to try and put those as well in one video. So it'll be each video for the weekend messages, it'll be all of them by elements. So like 4 different elements: fire, water, air, earth. Those will be time stamped. And then we're going to do love messages in one video. Those will be time stamped: twin flame, singles, couples in separation. And then we're going to do your shadow work, and that will all be in one video. So those will be separate: love messages, weekend messages, shadow work. So that's how I'm changing things on the channel. If you're curious when I upload these messages, it's always going to be updated on the about page on my channel. So scroll all the way to the bottom and it'll say upload schedule, and it will tell you exactly what I upload when. And then I'll still do a daily card for you guys Monday through Friday, so you know what the daily energy is. All right, guys, that's what I have for you for the month of October and your updates for the channel. So I hope it helps, guys, and we will see you on Friday.